It's about my personal. I was a person who was very fearful. I was very scared of people, what the people will say, what they will do if anything goes wrong with the family. If when I got married, I used to feel that, okay, if I don't behave well, why all the brother-in-law, sister-in-law, they were not married. So what example do I set? And that time the Lord was not in that time. After that, that fear was there so much that I to grow also was used to think 10 times. Should I do? Should I not do? If anything goes wrong, what will happen? So that fear never went, even when I was in the law. And this fear went, once it was like, we were sitting together in one building. So left came and she told me that God never told me anything about you. But He's told one thing, that He's giving you a grace. What grace? And she said, now this is not my duty. You pray and ask God what is that grace, what He wants to tell you. Ask Him, pray and ask. But it was my negligence that, frankly telling, everything during the COVID time, people's business was down, our business was on the top. And you know, everything was so good that I really never got it. कि क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है, क्यों गॉड क्या पूछेंगे या मैं प्रे करूँगी, मुझे क्या पता लगेगा. I just took it very lightly, and within no time, I think so within a week's time, me, my sister-in-law, we had a breakfast together, and everything was perfectly how you can see me now. It was same like that. I think within 3 to 4 hours, the condition was so bad that I was just hopping from one place to other. And by the time that was where she came, she said, what's wrong? Then I told her, I don't know what's happening, but I can't understand. I went in the bathroom and it was a bleeding of black and red color. I just woke up. I said, I don't know what's happening, and I was not into my senses. Then she took me to the hospital, and then the doctor said she has very little time. And God's grace, she was a chosen one and really had so much of strength, took it very nicely. Whereas at that time, my husband was out in town, he was in Delhi. So the doctor said, don't worry, I'm there, I'll send for you. I'm your family member and you're my sister. So I was very, inside me having very lot of confidence and I thought, okay, fine. But Aditya, when he saw, he became so down that he was being admitted before me to the other room. That condition that is good. So that was all the time with me. But yes, the conditions comes in the life, but you don't need to fear. And after that, when they admitted me, the entire night, the doctor first time he said, I was very shocked. What will I talk to Mr. Ali next day morning, because I had no hopes that you will be admitted. And at that time, what he had told me, it was coming into my mind that yes, God has spoken to them and asked forgiveness for what I did not pay attention to them, and obedience, which matters a lot. So I just said sorry, and I said, God revealed to me that I don't know that unseen hand which was on my life. And I could feel that, but I did not have the strength. I was not in my conscience. The oxygen level was so high, I couldn't hear, I couldn't feel anything. My throat was blocked, I could not see. So 15 days, I could not see any of my family members. My husband was out of the ICU, out of the hospital, but no chance to see. After the second day, it was so bad that there was a chaos in the ICU. People were shouting. My husband could hear the voice, the shouting, because I couldn't control myself. I fell down from the bed. The saline and everything broke down. It was all blood in the room, and nobody knew what's happening. And he saw one person. He said, "Things are going to be बहुत ज़्यादा trouble में हैं, पर क्यों ये ध्यान नहीं दे रहे?" And every day they were shouting. After the next day, he came to know that it was me. But in that time also, the God's grace was always there. Next day, this doctor came, he saw, he said, no, I don't want you to keep it here. He booked for me a very special room, which was only for the VIPs. That doctor managed it. So thanks to him, God gave him that way to come and treat me. And after that, the treatments were going good. And on the third, fourth day, I just couldn't hear and speak. So the voice was there, start with coming. I said, how to start with coming? It was very difficult. So this nurse was there, I just told her, can you get me a biscuit? So she couldn't understand what I'm doing. I want to eat. शादी से मैंने उसे बताया कि चाय में डिप करके जो करते हैं लोग. So somehow she got me a piece of biscuit that one piece of biscuit I was taking for 10 days with the water as a communion. Because it was God's words. In the midst of your enemy, I will arrange the table for you. And that communion every time gave me so much of strength, that third, fourth date, I just forgot, okay, my family is not coming, I'm feeling bad, I'm crying or something, nothing. Because every time I could feel an unseen hand was on my back. And that was the time when really everything changed in our life. And after that, I got to know that fear is not from the Lord, it is from the devil. So you have to come out from that way. And when I came back, that time I said, God, now you tell me that you saved my life or what? So I came out, and again I was normal with my business, with other things and all, everything was going okay. So one day I just standing in front of the mirror, and I said, hey, God, you saved me for what purpose? Tell me, what is the purpose of my life? So after that, the kingdom work started so good that, see, it's written that yes, there will be the problems in your life. The mountains will be looking so big, so heavy that you cannot climb nor you can do anything. So that time, that heaviness, nobody will try to understand what it is. But only the God will understand what it is. So that time, He told me, I'm going to make you go out of the house and preach the people. I used to go out, give the word during the same time at my salon. The ladies used to come with lot of problems. Aisa hai, waisa, we have seen lot of God, nothing happens alone. But you taste Jesus and see. So there are people, those who tasted Jesus, and now they say, we tasted Jesus, but what after that? Only थोड़े टाइम के लिए जब सब चीजें ठीक थी, फिर हम लोग जीसस पे आए तो और चीजें खराब होने लगी हैं. How it is? I said, when you are Jesus, Jesus proved to taste me once and see how good I am. What about your trials time? When your time is come, how good you are to Jesus? Do you feel you are honest with Him? Do you feel your faith is there? Immediately you start saying, नहीं, हमने Jesus को अपनाया, कुछ नहीं हो रहा. इतनी प्रे कर रहे हैं, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. ये कर रहे हैं, वो कर रहे हैं, nothing is happening. How to? When such a big God is ready to tell you, taste me once and see how good I am, how good you are to Him. That is important. So you need to understand that coming to the church, taking the word, applying on yourself is very important. And first of all, you should know that you should know yourself better than people know you. We feel no, people will say this, people know nothing. Nobody. They will just be for the minute in front of you, after some time they will forget also. Something goes wrong, they'll be always there to point you out. So your God is always with you. Try to understand yourself, the inner, the Holy Spirit which is inside of you. Keep on asking Him everything. Yesterday when we came to the courage that Mummy, you asked Holy Spirit that as you are going to say the word. I said, okay, fine, and that's really very true. That's the thing what we say. Sometimes we feel that yes, the life is going on, it is very good, everything is very good. But sometimes we think the problems are very big. But don't you ever think, have you ever thought about yourself? The problem is not big. You are too small to handle that problem. Try to be that thing. You have a support of Jesus, you have the Holy Spirit with you, you have the scriptures with you, everything God has given to you. Why do you put yourself so down that you are not able to take that problem? My father-in-law, though he was not in the Lord, one day suddenly happened. So he told me, I went and spoke to him, I am in trouble and these are the things. He just said in Marathi, "Nutan तुला एकच सांगतो, खचायचं नाही. काही परिस्थिती आली खचायचं नाही." And the same thing Lord is saying, चले हो तुम खुदा के साथ, रास्ता सकरा है. खुदा का थामे रखना हाथ, रास्ता सकरा है. So where do you keep those all things? So these are the things which we have everything, in our life, but we need to apply it.